power coming from the producer, the generators, transmission, their cost to that.
But whose power is it?
Let's get that. There are dams that the government is running. Roma, Isimba,
Owen Falls, Naluvale.
But Isimba, Bujagale are not yet ours. I think, of course, also Karuma is not.
Oh. Now, this is what we didn't know, by the way.
And on top of that, there's what we call independent power producers. Those dams alone combined could have not been enough to give us the supply that we need, the installation that we need. So there are so many mini hydros, including solar plants, spread all over the country. That also get into the grid, that supply part of the grid.
Yes.
Those are not charitable organizations. Those people have licenses from the regulator, from the government, to supply, to produce power.
But Mr. Ilungole, just to come in a little, do we have any amongst all the many power points that we have, or maybe the dams where we pick power from, or the solar plants, do we have any that is our own? Like it is not an investor who is also supposed to pay money, and as in we invest in mining the power. Let me use that word. Probably it's the right one, or you'll actually advise generating power. We invest in generating and then regenerating our money, the generated money.
Engineer has to come in here.
Okay.
Let me put some context in it.
Now this is where the sciences beats the arts.
There's no English now.
Beats the humanities.
Yes. Now, government invests in these assets.
Yeah.
To acquire them for us, the citizens. In other words, it picks money, maybe borrows money, whatever source they use through the Ministry of Finance. They'll get money and finance these projects. So you'll see Karuma, the 600 megawatt station being put up. Isimba, the 183 megawatt station. Exactly. So many stations being put up. And when they are up and running, then the costs that were incurred by the government in getting these loans are serviced through the entire chain. That is transmitted, distributed, and the payments we make for this power are all what go back to finance the entire chain. Now, previously, we had external players, concessionaires. They were Umeme managing the distribution end. We had concessionaires on the generation end as well.
The ESCOMs, the agricos of this world.
And as we speak, their concessions have ended and these assets have been handed back to government. So they are entirely owned by the government of Uganda. For those where money was borrowed and is still being paid back, they belong to the government, much as the government is paying back these loans. These are long life loans. So the loans have to be paid back, but where does the money come from? It has to come through
the consumption, the tariffs.
It was actually one time written, I think should have been 2020, and an analysis was done. And it's an international analysis that was done. They say that there are only 2 countries in Africa that have systems, electricity systems that are self-sustaining, and that was Uganda and I think Seychelles. Now, what does that speak to us? That our model of operation is one that is able to ensure that everything that we borrow is we are able to pay for it through.
So, in a nutshell. In a nutshell, like Mr. Ilungole was actually sharing, it's not feasible to have free electricity.
Exactly.
We are political.
That is just politics.
We are political. We shouldn't be contributing to political
propaganda.
Where I am come from, I'm a journalist. I worked in New Vision, and my former boss there told us there was
Kabushenga?
Name was
okay.
Nice. The politician that made a very big pronouncement in a rally. So when the journalists filed the story, they were trying to verify it. So, are you sure this is where are you going to get the money? He just rubbished them and said, you guys, he shrugged them and said, no, please do not write everything that you hear us say in rallies. So we don't want to be drawn into it. The heat is a little bit
no, it's too much.
So
but
for us, our focus really customer service, improvement of and stabilizing the network so that our customers actually are happy to